Jay, a 65-year-old bishop has married a 19-year-old, right? She was 18 when they got married. Now, he's in Iowa now. He was in Shreveport, Louisiana, with accusations of inappropriate relationships with underage girls. Jay, we've talked about this in our community before. R. Kelly is in jail for a similar sort of a thing. And now here we are that it's spilled over into the church. So how far and how wide does this conversation need to happen? Is it excused because it's a pastor and not a rap or a singer? What do you think about it?
I don't know about it being excused, and it sounds like they, trying to get to him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they're excusing it. I think that the people just need to be honest about the fact that this is what happens. Older men date younger women. Also, something that people don't give a damn about is that older women date younger men. Mm-hmm. Is it good? No. Different places have, statutes. And so I think a lot of places in this country is 16. So we have to be careful to say that it's illegal. If the young lady is over 16, again, especially places in the South, I think he's somewhere in the South, or was at least. I think I heard Louisiana or something.
He was, yeah. He's in Iowa now.
Shit, ain't no telling what's going on now. But at the end of the day, I think that it's safe to say that it's about a 16-year-old scenario. So, in the majority of states, and so we got to be careful to say that, because if she was 16 when he was dating her, it might be gross. It might not be a good look, but it's not illegal. And what you want to do if that's the case. Now, under that age, here we go. We have a problem. You know what I'm saying? You start to think about the R. Kelly situation. Outside of that little girl that we all saw in that tape 20 years ago, most of them young ladies were 16 or older. I think they may have said Aaliyah was around 15 to 16. I don't know. But most of them girls were 16 and older. But because of what he did to the young girl, it was automatically thrown away, even though he was dating girls or messing with girls that was of age. Not my thing. I didn't create the statutes or the laws. I don't want to look at no damn girl that age. That's just me. But for some reason, a lot of dudes do. A lot of older guys do. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But it sucks. And it shouldn't be because he's a pastor. I mean, that's probably a way for him to get away with it. But it's the same thing because someone who has money can get away with it. But we've watched this shit happen in the street. Not just a rich pastor or a rich celebrity. A drug dealer in the neighborhood, 25, 27, 28, got him a nice car, got a crib, start to take a liking to a high school girl. Parents don't say nothing. Now, granted, a lot of dads wasn't around where I grew up at anyway. But mama ain't say one word. Auntie ain't say one word. Nana ain't say one word. It was just all good. And he kicked it with that joker for years because he had something to offer. Sometimes he was offering something not just to her, but to mama and nana and auntie too. So, and we was okay with that. Nobody said nothing. That's who she dates. She dates Quan, Nuck Nuck, or whoever else. And we was cool with that. This is what happens. So once we start to be able to be honest about this and how this has been going on, then we should be able to talk about what's going on with celebrities and everybody else. Now, we all should be on one accord when somebody's raping somebody. Child, all the way to an adult. But this thing right here is a slippery slope because it's too much hypocrisy going on. It's too many people who are sitting here with their little cousin dating a dude that's 10 years older than them with some money, but then they got their fingers on social media and in the comments to somebody else saying that something's wrong with something they seeing online. But you won't do nothing to stop your little cousin from dating that man around the corner because he's paying for the food in the house that you sitting in and you ain't got no damn job and twinkling your toes on at your mama house. And it's just so many other things that's going on in our community and in other communities, because please, let's just stop. It's not just black people, as you can see. This is people, period. This is men and women, period. And this happens. You turn on TV, you see a teacher screwing the football team, the high school football team, one teacher. And one of the little boys couldn't keep his mouth shut, so he just started telling, and next thing you know, boom. Yeah, it was all of us. Or this teacher is calling himself eloping with a high school boy. It ain't just the men, it's the women too. It's something that's in it that say, hey, they like younger individuals. Again, it's not my cup of tea, but it's a lot of people's cup of tea. And I think that we need to work on the majority more so than focusing on the minority. I think we focus on the minority way too much. The celebrity, the high end executive, the pastor, whatever. This shit is happening in the community every single day at an alarming rate. We need to start there and then work our way, because we don't know. You don't know when that pastor become a pastor, he's going to be big. You don't know the person starts singing, they're going to be a celebrity. You don't know. But they could have had learned behavior from that time when they wasn't in the 1%, in the minority. And we're not stopping it there, because once you get money and fame, it just elevates who you are and accentuates who you are, just puts you out on more display. But they had problems or had these feelings or doing these types of things way before they were successful.